I love this channel just because I get to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And today I get to talk about Spider-Man. Yesterday I did a reaction video for the new Avengers, not Avengers, seemingly Avengers, the new Captain America Civil War trailer that had Spider-Man in it, the debut of Spider-Man. So I did a reaction video. You know, they're kind of just like one-off. I like doing them because they're fun. They lack substance, but they're fun to upload. But now that I've actually had time to stew on things and really like analyze his look and look at high-res photos of Spider-Man because I'm that type of person, I gotta say, I'm really into this look for the most part. He looks great. What I love about it is that it's another different take on the Spider-Man costume without being too outlandish. It still looks very much instantly recognizable as Spider-Man, and I think they had to do that. But what I really like is that it has almost kind of like a retro style look. It's a take on the retro Spider-Man look. Also, with a combination of Alex Ross's Spider-Man art. I really enjoy that, especially the look around the eyes. I really enjoy that. He's extremely bright, incredibly bright. And talking to a lot of you guys on Twitter, some of you guys brought up the fact that like, it makes sense for him to be bright because he's like the young kid with the bright colored clothes with all the adults running around in their dark power suits and stuff. It makes sense. It's cool. Everything about this kind of seems to work. It was just a fun, cool reveal. And since I mentioned the eyes, let's talk about the eyes. Holy shit, I was like freaking out. I did not expect that at all. Number one, I am a huge fan of expressive eyes. I said in Amazing Spider-Man 2, they should have gave him those CGI expressive eyes, the ones that Deadpool got, and they worked out perfectly. They expressed perfectly. So now they did it in this Civil War, but the way they did it is, you know, they explained it. It seems like it's going to be Stark tech. It's very much technology. It like made a noise and focused. And that's cool. It still gives his eyes a little life, but it puts it in the realm of, I'm not going to say believability because these movies are not believable, but in the realm of that technology, like that type of fantasy. You know, like if he just had a mask that moved his eyes, it would shatter the rest of the perception of that world. The world, of course, has gods and vision and stuff like that, but it just, you know what I mean? I'm like completely 1000% rambling. I've had 3 cups of coffee today. Other little things to note, especially if you look at the high-res version of it, he has a little bit of a belt action going on. I thought he was going to have web cartridges on his belt, but if you look closely, it just looks like a stylized belt. It looks very cool. Interestingly enough, too, his suit seems to bunch up around the waist, but then up top it seems really tight. There is a textured fabric there, but it's very light, and I think that's very interesting because it almost looks CGI. It looks very CGI. I understand the face might be CGI, but the whole thing looked like a CGI character. I know the movie isn't out yet, and I can't judge off of one scene, and I'm sure they're gonna wrap up the CGI, whatever they are doing with it, but I just found it kind of weird. Now, I know he's not gonna be in the movie a lot, but I still would like them to kind of perfect it, to kind of nail how he's going to be going forward. I also thought the line was perfect. That line he had in his muffled, goofy, awkward voice, that was just a Spider-Man line. That was really good. Going more towards the awkward, maybe even shy Peter Parker, but I hope he really kind of expresses himself as Spider-Man because that's who he is deep down. I really like it. And like I don't like to speculate too far into the movie because I don't want to predict the movie, but I like that he's with Tony Stark. It's very interesting. I expect like Tony Stark to go to him, find him, doing his Spider-Man thing, and then maybe Tony Stark gives him his cool new Spider-Man suit. Similar to how in the comics, Tony gave him the Iron Spider costume, you know what I mean? But I like it. But overall, I just like the costume. It's very unexpectedly different, but still familiar. You know, it was like a shock. The look was a surprise to me, but at the same time, I got it. I immediately was able to grasp it. And I guess since we are talking about this, we can talk about the rest of the trailer. Now, you guys know with trailers, I don't like to spoil a lot. I usually watch the first teaser trailer and maybe a trailer, and then after that, that's it. But I had to watch this because of the Spidey reveal, which of course was going to be plastered everywhere on the internet, you know? And it's a good trailer. I do feel like I have seen a little bit more of this movie than I'd like, but it looks great. There's still going to be a lot of focus on Captain America, which I was worried about the most as a diehard Captain America fan and a huge fan of Winter Soldier. This still seems like a Captain America movie, and I can't wait. When he says, I can do this all day, hearkening back to Captain America, the original one, when he says, I can do this all day, getting beat up in an alleyway, perfect. Nailed it. Getting chills just thinking about it, honestly. But everything I can say so far about Civil War looks really great. I do want to know what you guys think down in the comments. How do you feel about the Spider-Man going forward? Because this is the new Spider-Man will have for a while. I do want to know what you guys think, because some people have some mixed opinions on it, and I get it. You know, as much as I love the look, it does seem a little weird. It does seem a little too bright. It does seem a little too CGI-ish, but that's really my only complaint. I do really love it. I have been digging talking to you guys on Twitter and Facebook and stuff, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys down in the comments too, because I love talking about shit like this. This is the little channel that could, though, so if you like this video, I really appreciate it. I always thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Jake Baldino. You can like me on Facebook, you can yell at me on Twitter, and you can subscribe because video games.